Well, we're back at Camp Redwood for Season 9, Episode 4, True Killers of American Horror Story. This is going to be a fun blast, guys. Full spoiler details coming up of all my thoughts of this brand new American Horror Story episode. Make sure to comment down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And of course, if you guys are new here, hit that like and subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any content like this. And of course, early movie reviews. But without further ado, let's get started. American Horror Story Season 9 has really captured me back onto this show, and maybe I'm in the minority on this. Some of you guys commenting down below in the last previous episode reviews, and if you guys want to check those out, go check them out up above, have told me that you think this season's a little bit lacking. Now, this is me. The first two episodes were good, and I liked them. They got me on board. The third season dropped a major cliffhanger by the end, and the fourth one picks it up right in spurs within True Killers, and I'm really digging this episode. In fact, this is the episode that really kind of thrown a lot of true events. Now, while this is only the fourth episode, and a lot of people died in this episode, this is where I kind of go to think. I think on the fifth episode, I think the next one will kind of end a lot of this, and there's going to be a major twist that kind of turns everything on its shoulder, because we still have 6 more episodes to go after this week, and I happen to think that there must be more to it. And of course, as we're going through this, there are many different things to kind of jump about. But we can say this, my theory of why Billy Lord's character wanted Emma Roberts' character dead was true. And that revelation, came about in a flashback. We saw that. She's having sex with the killer again, obsessed with kills. Very, very grotesque. But kind of going into there, it kind of moves forward through there. We see the decision to go find Birdie. Birdie having a thing with Mr. Jingles. There's a lot of big backstory that we start to learn about Mr. Jingles throughout this episode that really is heart-wrenching. And like I've been saying, John Carroll Lynch is so damn good inside these roles of characters who don't have a lot of dialogue. And as we get that in Mr. Jingles' character throughout this, as we find out what Margaret has been up to this whole time, and that she truly is the killer of this whole thing. That was the moment that really gravitated to me. And that was the thing that I always knew there was something off with her, but I didn't know what exactly it was. That was it. She blamed Jingles for all the kills, and all the people in the psychiatric ward made him new. And she knew that he would be able to take the fall for it because of all the evidence that she planted on him. That was the moment that really gravitated me, and I went, oh shit! That's a major twist right there. That truly comes out to be what is one of the strongest parts about this episode was that backstory on Mr. Jingles. Now, Mr. Jingles survived. For now, he got the gun wounds. We don't know what's going to be going forward in there. But, of course, this girl obviously has a fix for a killing in this as she burns down that car and leaves our 3 main heroines who are still alive in this camp ready to perish in some sort of way. And that's why I go to say I think a lot of revelations will start to come within the next episode. I'm actually thinking of a theory that maybe this is kind of like a Roanoke type thing. Maybe they are filming a movie, and by the end something happens in the episode 5, and then it kind of turns into maybe a realistic thing going on. It does feel a little bit campy. It feels very campy, and that's what it's supposed to feel like because it's going back to the Friday the 13th days. And of course, speaking of Friday the 13th, we got our Friday versus Jason moment with Jingles versus Rodriguez, and I was so for this. That fight scene was actually very greatly choreographed, and as a slasher fan, I liked seeing 2 slasher icons kind of fight it out, and Jingles got the best of him until the end of this episode, where we see him lifting off the ground and something coming over him. There is many sinister things going on in this camp, and this is kind of one of my theories that I want to pose to you guys. Just like within Murder House, when people die there, they stay there. Is that kind of the same thing for Camp Redwood? Because just like Birdie, she perished, she died. Could she come back? Could a lot of these characters come back? And that's kind of one of the big theories, is what is going to be that giant twist this season of American Horror Story? Not every season has to have that giant twist, but I'm still waiting. Every episode keeps building and building and building on the last twist, and I'm curious to see what this next big twist might be. Truly, we're only down to 3 camp counselors left. Everyone else has perished. Everyone else has died. It's been a brutal mess of only 4 episodes, and again, like I said, we have 6 episodes to go. That's why I kind of asked you guys, make sure to comment down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this episode. What are your theories? And make sure again to hit that like and subscribe button, because we're going to be talking American Horror Story every single week leading up to the finale. And of course, after the season's over, I will be going through and ranking every single season of American Horror Story from worst and best. Guys, I know this was a little bit more of a shorter episode, but the thing about this is I'm a little bit tired. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of hit my main points. There's not a lot more to talk about within this episode. There were some awesome kills. Rest in peace to everyone we lost in this episode. And in general, there were some brutal moments in here. I loved all the backstory with Mr. Jingles. I loved everything opening up about Marjorie. And I love that my theory came true about Billie Lourd's character and why she wanted Emma Roberts' character dead. And then some of you guys might be wondering, why do you know some of the characters' names? Why do you don't know some of the other actresses' names? That's just how my brain works. I'm digging this season. I know a lot of you guys aren't. Maybe this episode kind of hooked you back on. But guys, again, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Check out Sam Sean Films as well on how to see films early. And make sure to go over and give a shout out to all my Patreon supporters, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. Thank you guys again so much for watching this. And of course, until next time, stay classy.